So today we're at Restoration Church with Adrian Smith and Jeff Edwards, and we're going to have Adrian and Jeff take us through the church and explain not only what's inside, but what Restoration Church is all about. Jeff, what can you tell us?
Well, I'm glad you stopped by, and we'd like to first off tell you that Restoration Church is all about our core values are love, honor, grace, and restoration, where faith comes to play in it. Now, you're standing right here in our entryway, in our lobby, and as you can see, we've got some wonderful t-shirt displays here, and we also, matter of fact, every child that comes to our children's ministry, we have a theme that we call Jesus is Our Hero, and every child gets one of these multicolored t-shirts the first time they come. Also, you can see we're very much about reaching out, because you can see stop, you are now entering the mission field. Acts chapter 1 and verse 8. We're a non-denominational church, and as you pan around, you'll see things reflecting Chariots of Light Christian Bikers Club. And out of the church here, we're part of a international ministry that's called Chariots of Light, and it's Christian motorcyclists. We're just one chapter, one part of a chapter here in the Sudbury area. A very unique thing that we have here, this is one of our offering containers. This is a motorcycle tank that has a slot in the top, and when people come in, they many times just give their offerings there. As you can see, as we start to walk through the sanctuary, we've got a wonderful table here. This has got information about the church. Any questions you have, feel free. And Adrian is the associate here. He's also works very much with the youth and does a lot of youth outreach events that you'll hear about in a minute. We're going to walk through into the sanctuary now. And as you come into the sanctuary, you'll see up above it is our favorite scripture there, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever should believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. We are a non-denominational, Bible-believing, Spirit-filled church that believes Jesus meant for us to be overcomers in this life. Now, in our sanctuary here, we're blessed. We've done a little bit of remodel in here. We can seat approximately 150 in here. You can see that we have, the cross up at the front. We love that there. The musicians at the front. We use overhead PowerPoint and Easy Worship, very modern, contemporary music. We also have, as you pan, we have a nursery room right here, right off of the sanctuary, that nursing mothers can go into. And matter of fact, we didn't even have a room for young people like this, and the minute we put it in, we started seeing people have babies and bring babies. So that's a really exciting thing for us to be able to minister to the entire family. The kids love it in here. You can see a unique floor there. We laid the floor down with the alphabet on there. Keeps it very clean, very neat. Kids always enjoy it and have a good time. And we'll show you in a few minutes our downstairs. The children are a very important part. We definitely believe that children are our future. We definitely believe in providing what's necessary for the young families to come on board and be blessed. So
while they're in here during the service, they can actually
they can actually hear and relax with the babies, and it always makes a good thing.
Very nice.
Now, I would like to, as we walk here, you can't really see it, but we're going to attach another video, and I'd like Adrian to take a minute, because on Friday and Saturday nights we do something very unique with the sanctuary here. As you can see, we've got some lighting up around the walls and at the front. And Adrian, why don't you this is our sound booth area back here, which we used to have a wall here, took it out, put a bigger sound booth in so we could more accommodate some of the events and things like that we host here. We do a lot of concerts here. We had, what was the last gentleman? We had a Manifest concert here. How many young people were out here for that?
About 150 young people here for that.
And we even had the police stop by because they wondered where all the young people in town were, and they stopped by here, didn't they? So Adrian, why don't you just kind of tell them why we have all this lighting here and what goes on here on Friday nights for the youth?
Well, I don't know how well you can pick it up, but around the top perimeter and the inside of the stage area over there, we have 32 computerized intelligent lighting. It's all hooked up to computer, and we can control them to do various colors and patterns all over the place. And we take out these first few rows of chairs, we take out the podium, and this really becomes an interactive area where we do fun and games and music with the kids. So every Friday night we do that from 6 to 10. Our numbers are growing as the word gets out, and the kids come here and have a great time. They love it.
6 to 10, 4 hours.
10, yeah.
Really?
On Saturday, every Saturday, we have interactive programs with the youth where we do dance, drama, and music. So we are working with them to do music and different variations of music that they like and enjoy, as well as some worship included in that. We have a skilled dance instructor that works with the youth to do a dance team with them, and we're getting ready to launch our drama team in the fall. So a lot of good things happening, and as the word continues to get out there, we're seeing more and more youth come in. So.
Well, one of the things about it too, I mean, most of these young people don't attend church anyplace. So it's an opportunity for us to reach out and touch the young people. We're a church that very much believes in reaching out. That's why the motorcycle ministry, we have an active women's ministry, the youth, the concerts, all kinds of things to reach out into the community just to let the people know what's going on around town.
Is this the only Restoration Church in Sudbury?
This is the only Restoration Church in Sudbury at this time, and I'll qualify that. We do have a sister church in Rock Springs, Wyoming that I also oversee there, and we have plans for advancing the kingdom of God and the ministry the Lord's given us in the near future. We also have a radio program every Sunday morning. We share the radio program at 8:30 on KFM with Pastor Jason in Valley View, where we invite pastors and ministers from all over the community to participate, just to bring a show of unity, and we're real excited about that as well. So we're real thrilled to have an opportunity to show you the church here.
So how long have you been open or operating in Sudbury?
The ministry here has been in operation 5.5, almost 6 years. Okay, we started with just doing weekly meetings. I'm from the United States. I've been in Canada about 8 years now, 9 years. Well, time flies. And we started doing meetings here. We actually purchased this facility from the Valley View Community Church, and we have an excellent working relationship with them. We sit on approximately 3.5 acres here. We're going to be advancing the parking lot because we just don't have room on Sundays for all the cars that are coming, and it's a great thing to have.
So this is really something new for Canada then, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about Canada per se. I mean, there's a lot of great things going on across the country, but I would say that it's definitely new for this area, especially as we're able to achieve our goals set before us, and as we're able to expand and continue to grow the team, we're able to do a lot more. So there's a lot of great things coming ahead in the future, and this is just the foundation, the start of it. So we're very excited about what's coming. So currently, like I said, we're in operation every Friday and Saturday. As we expand, we'll be looking at doing some things during the weeknights. But if you are curious about seeing some video and pictures and things like that, we have a Facebook page set up for the youth. It's called TGI Fridays Youth Club, so if you type that in on Facebook, you'll find it. Right now we're sitting at about 110 kids on there, which we're excited about because, again, we've only just begun to launch this program, and we know there's a lot more youth that are interested in their coming. So again, that's TGI Fridays Youth Club. You can find it on Facebook.
You can also find Restoration Church on Facebook as well. And our web address is restorechurch.ca. So you can go on to restorechurch.ca. You can actually watch the Sunday morning broadcast. We do a live internet feed on Sunday mornings. We have a service at 10:30. So you can watch it on internet. It's also recorded so that you can go back and visit it and listen to the messages. You kind of find out who we are by listening to what we say. You know, I mean, when you listen to people, you know who they are, and that's what's important.
So you've got a real focus then for youth, because
definitely.
everything's high tech, everything is.
Definitely. My wife and I have been in youth ministry for 6 years, we'll say. I mean, We started from ground zero and worked our way up. We were in North Bay prior to here, and we had a ministry out there called Urban Eden, which was really focused on youth. And we've been here in Sudbury about a year and a half. We're partnered with Pastor Jeff, and we have a lot of the same heart and same vision to reach this city. And so it's a pleasure to be here to work together. And we're just committed to really seeing our youth in this community touched.
One of the most important things that people have to remember when it comes to ministry is there's all kinds of different phases. You have to have youth, children, adult. It's so diverse, and really you need quality people to be able to reach out and do that. And that's why I'm real excited, because the youth program, this is a model that we want to see get better and stronger, and eventually do more launchings of this type of an atmosphere where you're creating someplace the young people like to come. And because they like to come, they're willing to be respectful, they're willing to perhaps put things in place that they wouldn't put in place if they didn't want to be here. That's one of the main things. We want to make this so fun for them that if they can't come in here, it's going to be a disappointment to them. And once they come in, matter of fact, Adrian shared his testimony at one time, and when young people think about church, we're trying to break that mindset. Now, while this is a typical church building on the outside, we're trying to make it very attractive and where people will drive up and see it and go, wow, like we have the young people, the kids model play area out here. We're expanding the parking lot. We've got some real plans to do some things out here just to keep people aware that we want them to see that God can be fun. And that's what we're really looking forward to.
And I think what's really exciting is the level of commitment you'll find from Restoration Church. The level of commitment to say we are willing to do anything it takes to make an impact in our community for the youth. And so, although at the present time we're limited in resources because of the size and scale of the building, we're committed to using the whole church and transforming the whole church so that these youth can come out and have a great time. And you won't find that typically in too many other places, where we will convert the sanctuary, as you'll see in a few minutes, to downstairs is a big interactive game room for the youth as well. So the commitment to say, yes, we will do what it takes to reach the youth is pretty incredible.
And that's why you see the different styles of chairs. For instance, these are stackable chairs that they take out, as Adrian said. They take these out and give them this whole big area to be able to interact with the young people, and eventually we'll replace all of these chairs so that the whole room is available, and we'll be able to accommodate without any trouble whatsoever 150, 200 kids in this facility right here. That's what's
So
exciting.
here we are downstairs now.
Yep, we're downstairs, and I'll let Adrian talk to you a little bit about downstairs, because originally this was just a big room that we had a few tables set up in, that we have coffee after services. We do have a kitchen over here. We have some rooms off to the back on that hallway down there with the bathrooms. We really won't be going down there, but we have another room off to the side that's one of our children's room. But this whole thing is once again designed to be a fellowship place, and also because we're trying to do something to reach the young people. Why don't you just tell them why it's like this, Adrian?
Well, again, it's using what we have. What can we do with this space to make it fun and interactive for everybody, for that matter? And that's one of the challenges with this space is being able to keep it to have some diversity to it, because it can't just be a game room and it can't just be a lounge area. It's got to be a multi-purpose area. And so that was really the challenge with this space, but I think we've accomplished something that works for everybody. And so obviously we have the pool table, which is a big hit with the kids. You'll see other game tables around the room, also the couches, a little lounge area. The white square on the wall over here is actually a projection screen, and you'll see some lighting hooked up as well. Over on the side over here we have 2 flat screens mounted for game sections. So a lot of fun. You'll see anywhere from 40 to 50 kids down here on a good night, and all just doing different games and having a good time. Another thing that is really popular with the kids is just grabbing drums and bongos and things like that, and people will bring guitars and just sitting around in a circle and playing instruments. So it's really neat to see all the different ages and diverse crowds come together and just have a good time together.
It's like a youth center.
For sure.
Well, that's exactly what it's designed for, and we're moving in that direction. That's why Adrian said, as a church, we're committed to reaching young people. So we're working with the facilities we have, we're working with the resources we have, and we're trying to make it compatible. And the adults in church, they love it because they see it making a difference. So any given Sunday, what you have is we'll have adults and a whole mix upstairs. People will come downstairs. That's the kitchen there. And there's coffee available, usually nibblies of some kind. Then we have music upstairs going on. Then we break. The young people come downstairs. So whatever young people are here, they'll come downstairs in this area, and Adrian and his wife will lead them in some kind of youth-oriented ministry. And then off to the side here, and we could walk in there if you'd like, is where another age group, another younger age group meets in a room off to the side here. This is another kids' room here. And then after services, you have the mix of everybody having coffee and visiting and walking around. But this is one of our kids' rooms, okay, where a younger age bracket of kids meet. And we've got more chairs stacked in the corner there. Once again, one of our greatest challenges that we face is more space, because God is blessing and we're consistently seeing new families coming out. We're seeing visitors come out all the time. So we're real excited. We've hit a season that's just very, very productive, and we have some excellent teachers. Matter of fact, my wife is a retired school principal. She's in charge of the children's program here, and then we have a wonderful team with her that works and does a great job with our kids. And once again, using the resources, the space that we have, trying to do the best we can. The goal with this facility is to have it available so that people can be here. Like, we have a high school across the street, we have a school down the street. We believe that the church should be a gathering place for outreach, for ministry, for things going on. So we're trying to make it where people will be comfortable to come in. You get them here on a concert event, whether it's bluegrass music, rap, hard rock, or whatever, different kinds of music that we've had here. And they come in and they go, oh wow, this is different. And they see it's not a traditional mindset, and that opens the door for them to want to know why we're doing what we're doing. And I think that's what's exciting. People want to know, why are you doing? And everywhere you go, we have billboards up around TV screens that we participate in advertising, just to let the city know we're here. We have, if you ever go and read one of them, the Coffee Time News at the restaurants, we're on the Coffee Time News. So we definitely believe in reaching out to touch as many people as possible with the message that we have, which is a message of love, honor, grace, faith, and restoration. So, Adrian, what would you like to add? Anything more on that?
Yeah, how often is it open?
Like I said, a typical Friday night, we call it TGI Fridays. And so a typical Friday night, we open the doors at 6 o'clock. We have a wonderful team here. And our team is made up of college and university age people, so they're able to interact with the youth and do interactive games and things. So like I said earlier, upstairs turns into a huge light music, game, interaction space. And downstairs would be the quieter zone, although it's not that quiet. We have a lot of kids down here just interacting, playing games, and one of the most interesting things I've seen recently is to have these table areas full of kids playing a board game, and that's something you don't see at all nowadays. And so it's amazing once you have that relationship with the young people, and you can introduce some things, and they'll just jump right on and have a great time with you. So it's really just about building a relationship and providing a safe place for them to come and build that relationship.
I guess the word is getting out among the students too, the young people?
Definitely. We launched, I don't even remember exactly, but it's been about 4 months. And we're expecting things are going to slow down a little bit over the summer because we're all running around camping and enjoying the weather. But we're going to launch again with extreme excellence in the fall and looking at doing some new and exciting things.
I think that's one of the key components, is the excellent factor. When you're trying to, for lack of better words, the church needs to understand, you are competing against what we like to call secular things, and they always do things with great excellence. And many times when it comes to the church, it's kind of secondary. And unfortunately, even when it comes to youth programs and children's programs, they're generally secondary to the adult programs because the adults are the ones paying for it. So we're really trying to create an atmosphere where the adults understand how important it is to reach the young people, and the people here are really awesome because they volunteer, and you know, it's amazing the amount of things that we get done with the size of our congregation as well as this facility, and we expect to continue to grow and be very patient and allow to be able to begin to open up. For instance, Adrian is partnering together with Valley View Church, and they have a wonderful gymnasium down there, and you're partnering together with them to set up some things over the summer that it's not being used to where you can have events going on. And that was a real exciting thing. Plus, we're also hoping to partner with the school across the street to be able to do evening programs in the future because they've got lots of space. You know, really in a community, if people will share their resources, there's no lack to be able to do things. Perhaps one group of people may have a facility, some may have help, some may have money, and we firmly believe that you partner together in a community and you make a difference.
That's really good. That's very interesting. So people can find out all the information they want from the website and even phoning if they have to. This is good. A very nice tour. I think people will be very surprised when they see it.
Well, www.restorechurch.ca. You can reach us at 705-588-7600. Hit extension 2, it comes to my cell phone. Hit extension 3, it goes to Adrian's. Check us out on Facebook. As you said, on the Facebook page is
TGI Fridays Youth Club.
And also Restoration Church on Facebook. And we'd like to thank you for joining us on this tour. And any questions we can answer for you, please feel free to contact us.
Great. Thanks a lot.